Active robbery in progress. BJ's Concord. Gray Pontiac. Celeste Silver.
They are outside of the store.
Hope y'all like jail.
Yeah.
Hey, so look, I'm gonna teach y'all a thing or two, right? Whenever you come to Walmart and you got just a little bit of stuff, not a lot of stuff, this is what you do. You go in here, you walk this motherfucker, you don't worry about her, them, him, or them. All you worry about basically is just push it through. Y'all be worried about security and shit. Look, it goes 1, 2, 3. You just keep it pushing. That's the way. All you gotta do is look. I don't know where the hell is he going. Why you running? All you gotta do is fill in the basket and walk out. And hopefully they hit you. That way you get paid for it. But they didn't. But that's how you go into Walmart and get a free basket. Security won't touch you. You just gotta watch out for LP. Hey, for everybody watching, go get you some free shit. That's a cheat code. All you gotta do is be able to fill up your basket and walk out with it. The rest is history.
All I'ma say is, if you like this, do not give these an opportunity to say, oh, black people this, black people that, black. No. Okay? Let the YT people do the stealing. Trust. We can turn around and say, oh my goodness, why don't you get a job? Why don't you do something with yourself? That's so ghetto. That's so classless. See, some of us have jobs, so we don't have to steal. That way we can say that to them and make them feel low. Okay? So I'm gonna say this again. Do not be at them stores stealing.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Beauty. So I came across this video of white people stealing in stores because small benefit was cut off. White people couldn't endure what black people has endured for so many years, for centuries. You know, when I saw this video, I was like, what is going on here? This administration has really shown us who really they are. Now the whole world can see and believe that black people are not the problem, are never the problem. Anyway guys, let's watch these videos and we will come back to discuss more about this. Stay with us, comment your thoughts in the comment section, and subscribe to this channel to support the channel, and we'll be right back.
So just because I don't want to work 20 hours a week, which is crazy. Can you imagine having to work 20 hours a week? So I don't want to work. You take all of my benefits away. The benefits that you have allowed me to use for 13 years with no warning at all. The government has enabled this behavior for 13 years to where I have not had to work a day in my life. 13 years of almost $10,000 a month in government aid. And now, because you signed some stupid bill that says I have to work if I want to get food stamps, and because I don't want to, you take it all away, no warning. How am I supposed to feed my 6 kids? How am I supposed to support my 6 kids? How am I supposed to pay rent? How am I supposed to get my nails done? How am I supposed to go drive down to the corner store when I have no money for gas? And you want me to go get a job, but you don't want to give me gas money? This is how the real world works? At 35 years old, now you decide you want to take it away?
This, ladies and gentlemen, is my embarrassing confession. I grew up with a mother who was a welfare queen, and I've lived in more trailer parks than I can possibly count. Seriously. I had a very horrible childhood, very Charles Dickens childhood. And I was in foster care for 4 years. So we're going to talk about the SNAP benefits, because guess what? Your friend here, Naomi, I am the one here to tell you that I know exactly what it's like to be on welfare, to be a child on welfare, to have a mother who is a welfare queen. Back when my mother was alive, and we were living that life, she would give me and my sister food stamps. And they came in, actual paper bills back in those days. And we would have to take those down to like a little store and buy something cheap so that they would have to pay us back in change. Then we would take the change to her. She would collect the change. She would give us other food stamps, and we would continue doing that until she had enough of the change money to purchase what was really important to her, which was marijuana and alcohol. So foster care 4 years, and I can say foster care was a lot better than living with my mother. We can't be naive about the people like my mother. People like that do exist, and I'm here to tell you, I have seen it with my own 2 eyes. It is real. And what is really happening with these individuals is they have a slave mentality. Welfare recipients, people who are talking about society's duty to feed their children, people who also think that others have a duty to work and to be forced to give the fruits of their labor to other people. They don't have that duty. They don't have that duty. But welfare breeds a slave mentality. It breeds people who do become dependent and who also evolve a sense of freaking entitlement. When you have to do things on your own, though, that sense of entitlement kind of goes away. When you really have to work and have to earn it, they think that they're entitled to it, and they don't have a growth mentality. This might be the actual best thing that could have happened for that particular group of people, because consider this. The average body weight of an individual who works is about 160 pounds. I'm talking about a female here. The average body weight of a female who is on SNAP benefits is 210 pounds. So maybe the good thing here is that if they're so worried about freaking food, they're going to start digesting their own body fat. And maybe that experience might be enough to tell them that they need to get a goddamn job to pay for themselves and their kids. Okay, but why are you even having children that you cannot afford to take care of? Why? Why would somebody do that? So again, I'm not talking about the people who just need emergency help. I'm not talking about the people who are genuinely innocent. I'm talking about the ones who have the sense of goddamn entitlement. And then all the others, the virtue signalers, the ones who are out there to show us how evolved they are by defending the poor children on the SNAP benefits. Come on, wake up. This is probably one of the best things that could have happened to them, because now they're not getting those benefits. What are they going to have to do? Yeah, they're going to have to start thinking. And there are many ways of making money that are legal and right. You just have to be a creative thinker and have something called a growth mindset. Yes. And most importantly, understand that no one has a duty to pay your way for anything. Nobody. And everything should be earned. Nothing should be free.
The first white person to receive SNAP benefits was 1939, and her name was Maybelle, and she lived in New York. And baby, when black folks tried to get it, they excluded the sharecroppers as well. And then white wholesalers manipulated the program and profited off of it, leaving black folks out to the dust. Now what stopped that shit was the Food Stamp Act of 1964. 64, y'all. My mama was born in 65. So let me get this straight. White people, y'all have benefited off of food stamps longer than any other race in this fucking country. Black folks just got that shit for real in 1964. Hell, we got that before we got our voting rights. And then in the 1980s, y'all got pissed off that we were getting actual help. And y'all started coming up with the trope, the welfare queen, saying black people and black women in particular were using food stamps to get over on the government, leading to increased restrictions and eligibility. Restrictions only harmed low-income people of color, i.e. folks. As of 2023, 37% of white people in America are on SNAP. 26% are black and 16% are Hispanic. So who's really living off our shit? Y'all get on my nerves.
Produce right here, right here. Come, get this produce. Let's get your green leafy vegetables in. Come on, get your calcium. Come on, get your nutrients. Yeah, we out here today. Hi. Come on in. So you know the rich people cutting the food stamps and SNAP benefits from the people who ain't got as much as them off. So we got to be the cavalry. We are the cavalry. They not coming for us, but we gonna come for y'all. Come on, pull up on us while supplies last. Come on, pull up, get you some food, get you some produce. So yeah, and there's other farmers around the city that are also distributing free food. We got Green Boots over off of Southfield Freeway, right before the Finkel and Grand River exit. We got Ohana Gardens. We got Oakland Avenue. We got Corn Wine Oil. We got so many people. Come on, pull up on us.
All right, check this out, y'all. Pastor Jamal Bryant. I just want to give him a shout out and give him his kudos. And we all need to show him love. He is always looking out for the community, especially the black community. And he decided that he wanted to give back again to the community. Instead of receiving money from the community, he is giving back food to every family that have been impacted and that have been affected with not receiving their food stamps, their EBT, their benefits, things like that. He's giving back. And this is what ministry looks like. He's always doing something for the community. So, y'all, we need to show Pastor Jamal Bryant love. And we need to support him and New Birth because they are always giving back and he is always advocating for the people. Shout out to you, Pastor Jamal Bryant. Man, you are that guy.
Since March, 300,000 black women have lost their jobs. Knowing that this is the highest unemployment rate for black people in over 15 years. Knowing that government workers and government contractors have been furloughed and have not received a check, even while senators and congresspeople are receiving theirs. Knowing that 43 million people are not receiving food benefits. The Holy Spirit arrested me in prayer. I was on a plane headed to Chicago, and the Lord dropped in my spirit, and I want you to hear the heart of your pastor, that I didn't feel in good conscience or in good faith or in good face that it would be appropriate today for me to do an over and above offering. I didn't feel like it would be right to ask people to march down with 5,000, 2,000, 3,000, and 1,000 when people don't know how they're going to pay their rent. They don't know how they're going to take care of their kids. Don't know how it is that they're going to eat. Y'all ain't saying nothing to me. I know that this ain't popular. I know this ain't going to go viral. They always talk about the negative stuff churches do. But I felt like we had a higher responsibility.
If your food stamps are going to be cut next month because of the government, and you need help with food, I have a list of probably like 15 food banks here that provides good food. When I say good food, I went to these food banks before, and they give out like food from Trader Joe's, food from ShopRite, Fresh Grocer, food from the farmers market. It's not just canned goods. I know a lot of people don't be wanting to go to the food banks because they don't want canned goods. They want fresh fruit and vegetables. These food banks have a bunch of good foods like meats, potatoes. They even have flours. They have so many varieties of things. They even have snacks. Some of them you get snacks from. You get eggs, fresh fruits and vegetables. You get so many things. Anyway, I'm gonna link this. Well, I'm actually just gonna snap a picture of it so you guys can see the dates. These are the locations right here of everywhere, and then these are the addresses. And then this is the dates that you can get this food. I know we are all going to be struggling during this shortage because the food stamps getting cut off. This is going to be something that we all could use, we all could need. So I'm going to post a picture of this so that way if you guys are struggling with food, and then if I see any food banks in Philadelphia area, I'm also going to post that because I'm like right outside of Philly. So that's why I have the county areas food banks, but these food banks do give out good food. Anyway, I love you guys. Bye.
I'm sure that there are hundreds of thousands of people out there who had to use government assistance before, but they are no longer on government assistance. I am one of those people. I was on Medicaid, food stamps, had subsidized housing, and I am no longer on any assistances. So this narrative that people just take advantage of the system and nobody wants to work and nobody is doing anything better to try to get off public assistance or government assistance, it's just not true. Because me, I now run a business. But even prior to running my business, I worked 2 to 3 jobs. I worked in franchise development, sales. I did a lot of things. I am now in school for my master's program. But when I was younger and my daughter was younger, I did have government assistance. I did use government assistance. But I am no longer on government assistance, and I used it for as long as I didn't need it anymore. I didn't make a career out of it. That was never the plan, and I never wanted to be on government assistance, but I needed help at that time.
And when I tell you that you can make it, you can make it. Y'all got to stop living in fear and trust God, okay? He is your source, not the government. No food stamps, no problem. Let's go in Walmart and see what we can do to make some meals. Come on, let's go. Baby, they got all kind of peas and beans. All kinds. A big bag is only $15. Baby, get you a big bag of rice. Get that. You need it. This North rice is only $1.24. They got all kinds. So they got bread for only $8.42. They got their pot pies for only $1. They got some mixed vegetables for only 98 cents. Sweet peas, 98 cents. Some broccoli for 94 cents.
The whole so-called white supremacy are now stealing. They couldn't endure what black people has endured for so many years. All of a sudden, they are showing their true colors. This is funny to me. The white people that painted themselves perfect and black people imperfect are now the one on the street stealing from stores. Black people has been living without depending on the government. Black people can manage every situation without complaint. People has been living without depending on the government. White and perfect are no more white and perfect. Now they are stealing. To my black Americans, your ancestors are really fighting your battles. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Subscribe to this channel to support the channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.